Salute to everybody drinking. I don't mind drinking. I like to drink every now and then. I'm not drinking right now. My favorite drink is Jack on the Rocks. Yeah. You like that? Yeah, I went to this bar last weekend and I ordered a Jack on the Rocks, and I guess the bartender misunderstood what I said. He gave me a Jack and Coke like I didn't know the difference. And it kind of pissed me off because I'm a professional in what I do. But just to let him know I wasn't mad, I said, screw it. I drank the Jack and left the Coke still in the glass. I'm good like that. I know y'all saying you can't do that, that's not possible. You're absolutely right, it is not possible. But I guarantee you, if you try it enough times, you will get fucked up. Need to take me home right now, and your girlfriend is like, idiot, you are at home. You are lying in the bed. How in the hell are you wobbling? You can't wobble in the bed, that's not possible. You're like, well, you didn't think I could drink the Jack out the Coke, did you? But I did it, bitch. You know when you're drunk. You know when you're drunk when you go home and you lay down in the bed, you close your eyes and relax. And you're not supposed to see nothing. Like, but the nut that you're not supposed to see is spinning. You're like, I must be drunk. Because I can actually see nothing. Spinning! How in the hell is the black spinning? If you want to get up and go to the bathroom, but you know you can't, because if you do, you're going to mess around and die. So you just reach for the trash can that's close to the bed. You don't even move it closer. You just put it on top of your head, lay down. Anytime you're drunk and you try and get up and go to the bathroom, you always have an accident, always. You ever been drunk and you get up, you start walking and you hit that little bitty toe on the corner of like the bed, and you're like, ow, shucks! You say shucks because you got children. And while you're trying to run it, you lose your balance and hit your head on the wall. You wake up the next day and you're laying on the floor in the bathroom by the toilet with your pants down. You're like, damn. Did I come in here to shit? And your girlfriend is like, you came here to do both. And you missed everything. Now get up, we going to church. You're like, oh, no, not church. That's like kryptonite to a hangover. Where the married people at? Make some noise. How long you been married? Look, he leaned in her ear. Well, how long have we been married? And she said, you better get it right. 10 years? Seems like 20? Yeah, you ain't getting none tonight. I hope you already got your children. Because you might not ever get none. I'm gonna tell you this. I'll tell you this about me. I was actually engaged before. I was engaged, but here's the reason why we didn't get married. We didn't get married because she wanted kids right away, and I said, "Look, we cannot have kids right now." So she was like, "Well, can we get a dog?" And I said, "Well, the apartments won't allow us to have a dog." So she was like, "Well, what about a cat?" I said, "Well, a cat is too much like a woman, and I don't need two of y'all sleeping around the house." So then she was like, well, what about a bunny? I I knew absolutely nothing about bunnies, but I was so tired of her asking, I said, you know what, we can go get a bunny. So we go to the pet store, we didn't get one bunny, we ended up getting two. To make a long story short, we take the bunnies home, they do what bunnies tried to do. I said, look, this can't work. We took the bunnies back to the shop. I said, they need to be fixed. The man said, I'm sorry to tell you, you have two male bunnies. I said, man, you mean to tell me I'm raising gay rabbits? I said, that's cool as long as they ain't trying to get married under my roof. I knew nothing about bunnies, you know. And the crazy thing is, like, we split up. She left. She left me with the bunnies. But it's crazy because every now and then she'll call and be like, well, how are the bunnies doing? I'm like, well, first of all, they're missing their bunny support payment. Where is that? She's like, have you taken them to the doctor? I said, take them to the doctor for what? She said, well, what if they're sick? I said, well, they're not coughing. She said, the bunnies cough. I said, I have absolutely no idea, but if one does, then I would assume he's sick. I said, furthermore, you don't take a bunny to a doctor, you take him to a vet. And do you know why you don't take a bunny to a vet, ladies and gentlemen? Because you can go buy another one for $4. Who want a $600 vet bill for a $4 rabbit? Take this mother. One thing I want to say is take care of your kids. Take care of your kids. I don't have kids right now. There's a reason why I don't, because they're not respected anymore. I used to live in San Diego. I lived here a while back, and when I lived here, I had a 1977 Sky Blue Cadillac. All right. Now, if you didn't see this car coming down the street, you definitely was gonna hear it. I was going down the street one day, and there's these two little boys, and they were playing football in the street, and I know they saw me coming because as I passed, one of them tried to spit on my windshield. And kids, you gotta kind of talk to them like they're adults nowadays. I was like, hey, get off the street! You're gonna fuck around and get run over and killed by a car before you have a chance to go to jail, you little bad motherfucker! And I looked in my rearview mirror and he was like,